They gotta tell the world they're about to crash out.
Yeah, man, some people just want attention. What is he talking about? I never understood the concern with cyberbullying. I don't know if you guys have noticed, but these days, a lot of people try to act tough. And in reality, they're the sweetest, kindest little cutterballs you'd ever meet in your life. Now, I think a lot of it stems from people growing up in certain areas and being around certain cultures and just certain behaviors, and they try to internalize it when in reality, they're just little cutie gumdrops. Now, I know a little bit about it because I'm from the Bronx, but we're gonna get a little bit more insight, and we're gonna be watching this video by the duck titled, The Obsession with Acting Tough. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Your support means a lot. Let's get into the video.
Dudes are really trying to act hard in our current year. Now, in no means am I saying I'm tough. Because I'm not. Let's get that out of the way. I'm sweeter than Grandma's cookies.
Oh.
I mean, look at my channel mascot, and plus I'm a...
That's what I'm saying. He's a duck. He's a nice little friendly guy. Also, I'm going to be eating some snacks. If you guys don't like me eating snacks in the video, let me know. But if you do, you know, drop your favorite snack down below.
Shit is very sweet around here. Now, there really is some people I've seen in my lifetime that really act like they're real demons amongst us when they're not, they're fakes. And even people on the internet as well. Now, we'll start with the term a fake demon. Now, what is a fake demon, you ask? Somebody who actually thinks they do the most demonic shit ever. But in reality, they're charm and ultra soft with smooth tear. They'll always try to portray themselves as the scariest dude.
Yeah, I've seen this a lot because I grew up in the Bronx. I still live in the Bronx. And there's a lot of people here that, you know, they say this and that, you know, you don't want to fuck with me, gang this and all that. And a lot of times you'll grow up with these people being in the same elementary school, same middle school, and seeing the kind of like attention that they bring to themselves and the way that they kind of behave. And a lot of people just hide behind a gun. And, you know, a lot of people just get a false sense of security from certain things.
The planet, or that you shouldn't mess with them. But yeah, I searched up sweeter than sugar on TikTok, and I was curious to see what came up, and this is what I found. I don't care, keep going, be my toy.
All right, bro. All right, see, this is where I thought we were talking about acting tough. What is this freak shit, bro? Come on, bro.
Doxing you and swatting you. What the hell? Do me a favor, just go in Roblox right now and look down at your shirt. You got a cute little cat on your shirt, and you're saying all this shit. Like, you're not tough, bro. You're just a chud. You're really gonna dox people over Roblox? Yo, you gotta get it together, bro.
Quit shining the light at me.
I'm sorry, but turn around.
Really?
Oh shit, what's going on in? What is he doing?
Walking down the street at night. Some dude that looks like this pulls up on you. You're gonna be shitting yourself. Well, I would at least, because look, man, I'm sweet, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I really just prefer it to be peace and tranquility over here. In this situation, I would have ran already. Or I would have been like speed walking. But this guy confronted him, and this is what happened.
I mean, I feel like confronting him isn't that crazy to do. I mean, 7 o'clock at night and you got somebody over here in a costume doing this, like, you know?
Top 5 channel.
You want to play this game today? All right.
Please don't tell me the camera guy gets his ass beat. Oh shit. Oh, he backing up.
And now he's done,
man.
Just like that. He said, "Come here," and instantly.
Yeah, he's doing blackface.
Air. Dudes are really fake demons. This guy looked so menacing at first, chasing him down, or not chasing him down, but he was like walking in his direction. But that was an instantaneous fold, bro. It wasn't even a second. Next, we gotta talk about the internet.
Yeah.
This dude really acts like.
I'm gonna be honest. I never understood the concern with cyberbullying. Just turn the phone off, bro. Log off, bro. Get off YouTube, bro. Get off Instagram, bro. Sign out, bro. Delete your account, bro. Start again. I never understood internet cyberbullying.
He commits crimes on the daily. But in reality, we all know he's trolling and is only tough when talking behind the screen. They'll really threaten to dox you, beat up your entire family bloodline, pretend to be badass and about that life online. But of course, when it comes to real life, they come across somebody on the internet that doesn't play,
mad
and
sweet.
they have to go toe-to-toe with them. They just duck. Even though they were the person that was like, yo, drop your addy right now, as they're like talking shit to them in the game.
Right.
Fake crash outs. Sometimes emotions really get the best of us. But here's a reenactment of the fake crash outs. Hypothetical crash out.
Yeah, facts.
Of impact their crash out has. Even though they make it the biggest deal in the entire world, they gotta tell the world they're about to crash out. Their favorite phrase is really on.
Yeah, man. Some people just want attention. Some people really aren't about it, and then they just make a whole bunch of noise. And it's kind of like animals. I think like when it comes to animals, there's a scare tactic in the wilderness where as long as you make a lot, I think it's with bears, like brown bears or something. Maybe I'm bugging. But if you make a bunch of noise and you start moving your hands like this, you appear bigger and bad, and they kind of back off. It's kind of like that, except it doesn't work because we're not bears. You know what I'm saying?
Crash out. Customer service is giving them a hard time. On God, I'm about to crash out. They put dill pickles on their burger. On God, I'm about to crash out. There was a whole meme in 2024 about how people who said that had photos like this in their living room. And look, man, I'm not gonna lie. I probably got some photos like this in my living room. So hey, if you're putting on a front, bro, stay in your lane. There's nothing wrong with being a good kid. You don't have to put on this front of being a menace every second of the day. Although I don't have any examples online, I have some examples from real life. This is not just an online occurrence. In 2022, I encountered my first fake crash out slash fake demon. So I was working on the shift at a grocery store.
Okay.
I was tired. It was late. I was ready to go home.
I feel like working at a gas station has to be a vibe. I don't know. I like being outside at night. And I like, you know, doing like little like shopping runs at night and stuff like that. I don't know. I feel like working in a gas station at night is a kind of a vibe because it's quiet. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of vibey. But that might just be me though.
All of a sudden, this fake Karen crash out comes in and just starts talking crazy to the person at the customer service desk. I feel like they weren't really crashing out, but the crash out was brewing. Like they were beginning the meltdown phase. They were yelling and throwing a temper tantrum. Over the way, one of the cashiers bagged something. That cashier may have been me because she went right to the customer service desk and just started threatening to fire the lady that was working there. And at first I was worried like, damn, am I really gonna get this lady fired because I bagged something so shittily? But then she didn't really seem worried. She's like, yo, you're not gonna do shit. You know, although this Karen trope is like ran into the ground at this point, like it's real. I thought this shit was an internet exclusive my whole life. Moral of the story, she didn't do shit, man. She was just going on a temper tantrum for nothing.
Right.
Fake crashing out. Nobody got fired. This was the stupidest shit ever. One time, all right, we were in the middle of the burbs, man. Just
the
straight suburban
suburbs
area. Like I said, I'm from the burbs. Shit is hella sweet over here. But I guess someone had this dude over, you know, he had a few drinks. Okay, not a few drinks. But when he went outside, I don't know who he was feeling like because immediately he just started pointing finger guns at the neighbor's house. They just started going like, bow, bow, bow. Like, are we serious? This dude's really acting like he has sticks. Bro, you have no
Oh yeah, too. And you know, like I said, I live in the Bronx. Everybody be wearing shiesties and be walking around like I be seeing that shit, and I'm like, yo, what are y'all doing? Like, I mean, like, you can't be yourself. You gotta like put on a mask like everybody else. You know what I'm saying? Like, I bet underneath that mask, and mind you, they be the skinniest dudes in the world, bro. So you know they can't throw hands. But it's like, you can't be yourself. You gotta wear a shiesty like everybody else. Like, who introduced you to the shiesty? You know what I'm saying? Like, what are you doing, bro? Lock in.
It's for nobody. Am I crazy for including this in the video? Like, yo, this dude, we're in the middle of the suburbs, man. And then a few minutes later, there was a cop car that showed up. I don't think anything happened because, yeah, he was just a drunk idiot. But if somebody was there to press him, he's folding immediately,
right,
bro. I could just tell. If a real demon showed up, somebody who really did not mess around, come on, like, he would have folded. Was he trying to act tough? I don't know what the goal of that was. Next, we got the when my eyes turn red, run. They really think they're
I see red,
and they're super dangerous. This internet trope is too funny. They really think they're seeing red, when in reality, bro, they're not gonna do shit. I don't even know how this phrase came to be, but nobody is running. They really think they have a goddamn dark side or something, and they're just stowing it away like an anime villain. Now, I don't think anybody in real life unironically says this shit anymore, because it's just getting made fun of on the internet.
Facts.
Crazy. But there were really days I've seen people like see red or like do an anime villain transformation, and that shit would go viral. But if you hear that today, like, you're not taking that shit serious. That you would just think they're sweeter than sugar. It really sounds like a 90s movie trope. It's that corny. Ego lifters. There's nothing wrong with lifting a 12-pound weight if that's all you can do. Everybody's at a different point currently in weightlifting. And if people hate on you for being lower than them in weight, that's just lame. Form
Facts.
is really everything in the gym.
Yeah, some people don't understand that you can lift the heaviest weights, but there's a difference between having like performance muscles and functional muscles. Like, you can lift as heavy as you want. You could be jacked like this. But I don't know if y'all know, some people that get really jacked, like really, really big, and they're on steroids and shit like that, they can't move their body that much. They're kind of just like stuck looking all like this. You know what I'm saying? Because you can't, because like, you don't have functional muscles, you know? It's kind of like if you put on a shirt and some pants, the more and more you stuff up those pants, the less you're going to be able to move those pants. You know what I'm saying? Yo, that was a good analogy. I'm really smart. Anyway.
not even gonna get stronger. You're just gonna feel pain. All pain, no gain.
Right.
Is really what ego lifters go through. Just to look tough in front of everybody. Some dudes will really have the worst
What
form
the
of all
fuck is he
time.
doing?
They'll just swing around 50-pound weights and not even be able to handle it. They'll have terrible form because they're not strong enough.
Right.
Just because you got 50-pound weights in your hand when you can't even control it, that doesn't make you look tough.
Oh shit, what the fuck? What is he doing, bro? He's about to fucking die. He's gonna, what's going on right now? He's not gonna be able to get back up. Him and that bench are binded for the rest of eternity.
Going on in this clip. He's really just moving this shit from point A to point B. There is no muscle being built. Like, it's not even going down to his chest. Can you even consider this a rep? This is really what it looks like when I'm at failure. I got nothing left in the tank. Now, I don't know if he's trying to impress others or if it's just like a self-pride thing, but I don't know. Ego lifting to me is just not tough. Just slugging around weights with like terrible form. But if you have solid form, it doesn't have to be perfect. That's pretty impressive. Like, of course, push yourself, but sometimes there's really levels to this gym shit.
Right.
Because you could really get hurt if you're not doing it correctly. If YouTube is listening, don't do this, please. You will seriously get hurt. Nobody's gonna care that you're lifting small weights. You risk getting a career-ending injury. You know, God forbid that happens, but it could. Next, we gotta talk about tough guy or alpha males, whatever you want to call them.
I was literally diagnosed as somebody that's
Fearless. Yeah. I felt like I was a god.
I've talked about them before in videos. Okay, I made a whole ass video on tough guys. But one tough guy in particular really fits the fake demon category. King Azule.
I think I've seen this guy before.
I was 13. He picked up a stick, a wooden stick, and he went to hit me over the head. And I did this, and it broke.
Yeah, it just broke. He put his hand up.
I can't take that seriously, bro. Come on, bro.
No more wooden stick. This dude just had that brute force strength to just break it with one grab from his hand.
And then I took it out of his hand, threw it on the floor, kicked him in the leg, picked him up, and threw him on the coffee table. Coffee table broke in half.
He was hypothetically 13. He's talking about how he broke the
You are not
coffee
13
table,
doing that, bro. Come on,
lifted
bro.
his dad. Okay, let's get this out of the way. He looks like he would beat my ass now, for sure. But you know, to the first-time viewer, this might look like a real story. Once you hear more and more podcast clips, you'll know he's just straight bullshit.
The fractions that you pause with hitting the bone thickens the bone. I used to sit there and hit my shins with a hammer all fucking day. All fucking day.
You would sit there and hit. Okay, no. Now I know you're trolling. That's really the equivalent of saying, yeah, punch lockers for fun. This dude is really an anomaly.
Oh, they don't fuck up their hands by hitting somebody's head. Your head is the strongest bone in the body. And if you train it and bang it enough for a whole year, it becomes 4 times thicker.
What is he talking about?
And I learned that at a young age. That's what I learned from the Shaolin monks.
What is this dude even on about? How many concussions has he
The
got
Tibetan monk technique that Batman be using. That's what he about to pull out.
in his lifetime? This dude is really speed running concussions. But if he didn't really say anything ridiculous, I wouldn't even question it. I mean, he looks like he would beat my ass. But the reason I wanted to cover this again is because this is what happens when you cap on the internet. People don't take you serious. But despite him saying F students are inventors, and only the F students were capable of inventing crazy things, nobody else, he got invited to be a guest speaker at a school. I don't know how he pulled
Actually?
this off.
What the
And now
fuck?
he's on his motivational speech arc, and he was getting trolled the entire time.
I wake up in the morning before the sun.
Yo.
To say hi to the sun.
They
Nah,
really acted
what?
like it was the toughest thing ever spoken. Just to I don't know. They were just trolling, bro. They all had their phones out trying to get a clip. But yeah, just I don't know. They were just trolling, bro. They all had their phones out trying to get a clip. But yeah, some dude that's been getting trolled and memed on the internet goes to your school. That's a viral clip.
That's true.
Right there.
That's
I
true.
believed him, bro. That he woke up in the morning before the sun. He says hi to the sun. Yeah, I felt that, bro.
I run a cold shower. I go into a cold shower.
Someone said that's my man. I'm dead, bro.
To get my body going. I go for a run, I go for a workout, and all of that is done before 6:30 a.m.
Bro, they're
This is
not
what
taking
happens
this
when
dude
someone says
seriously,
the
bro.
F students are the inventors of the world. goes to a school. You know, at least it was entertaining. He was really brightening people's days at the very least.
I guess.
Before I take you to another video on the end screen, thank you all so much for 500,000 subscribers.
Yes, sir. W Duck, man. W Duck. As you guys can see, there's a lot of people that try to act tough. Whether it's because they get drunk, whether it's because they grow up in certain areas and they just want to act all tough, or they get a platform and they kind of just want to spout some BS and kind of like the guy we just saw. But I'm not a tough guy, even though I know you guys think I'm so tough because I'm so cool, this and that. I know. Thank you so much. But if you guys enjoyed, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know some other things you want me to react to down in the comment section. And if you guys notice, I'm wearing a Star Wars shirt. That's because if you guys are into stuff like Marvel, Star Wars, The Boys, Invincible, all that cool stuff, I have another channel that I'm going to put right down here, or maybe here. I'm not sure where my hands are at. But I have another channel where I talk about all that stuff. We're trying to get that going. So like I said at the beginning of the video, your support means literally everything to me. So if you would please drop a subscribe, a follow, like the video, share the video, whatever it takes, you know, I would deeply appreciate it. Peace.